should be live right now.
You read it before where I could see it.
Okay, well, you can see people typing there, but what you're doing is here.
Oh, okay.
So you're live. People are telling you, hey, what's up? Good evening.
Alright. I forgot how to do this. I'm getting just to help me with it.
Tech support.
Yeah, I got my own tech support. That light need to be on. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that was a glare in the screen there. Gary, hey Gary, how you doing? Big dog. Good evening. Into the bush. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey Mike.
Now you just talk.
Okay.
Were you ready to go?
Yeah, I reckon so. I got a little while before Mama gets home from work, so. Hey Brian, doing okay? All right. Thank you. When I get ready to shut it off, I'll call you back.
Just gotta hit that stop button.
Where's it at?
Same place where you hit start. Stop.
Okay. I am not very computer savvy. Tickle Creek, doing well, thank you. How often am I going to do a live stream? I don't know. I did one several months ago, and I'm not sure. Let me move this camera a little bit. The thing looks off center to me. Oh well, that's good enough. I don't know how often I'm going to do one, just every now and again. See, Master Sergeant, what you doing calling me Mister? Are you over that flu bug? If you're over that flu bug, you need to get your butt over here. I need to talk to you about some stuff. So, there you go. Gary, no, I have not been fishing. Hang on, this camera is driving me up the wall. There, now I'm centered up here. No, sir, I have not been fishing. I was going to go last week. Me and Mama was going to go, and we had something come up where we couldn't. Maybe this week. We talked about it, but I don't know. It's just depends on what happens. There's always something going on around here. Brian, no, I hadn't started planting. Hadn't started putting seeds in yet. I'm going to put potatoes in this week. And once I get that done, we still got around here it's around April, right after Easter, before it's really safe to plant anything as far as frost and all that kind of stuff. But I will start some seeds, and mainly tomato plants and that kind of stuff. So that's coming pretty soon. See, into the bush. That's right. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. See, bacon seeds. We are talking about that. We're thinking about that. I've got to build a new chicken house this spring because I hadn't had chickens in several years. And I was not going to get any more because we have such a stray dog problem, possums and coons and all kind of animals. But I think we're going to build one this spring. I'm not going to get biddies. I think I'll look around, find me some laying hens, some already, to the laying age. And but I've got to build a fortress to keep everybody else's animals out of my stuff. Hey Chase, how you doing, bud? I know what you're going to ask me next. Yes, I'm going to get back on the boat project here very, very soon. Yep, that's right. Hog wire. I think I'm going to take the sides of the chicken house. I think I'm going to put chain link, and hog wire. And we went years out here with chickens with no problems whatsoever. But the more people that move in out here, the more people that show up, just the more trouble there is. People get dogs and they just think they can let their dogs just roam. And I have a dog roaming tool that I can take care of them with, but I don't really want to do that. But I've done it before. I can do it again if I need to. Gee, hey brother, how you doing up there? You thawed out, or y'all still froze up there? Gee's in Canada, where it's 177 degrees below zero. Yeah, Chase, I'm doing well. I'm doing good. Chile expat family, hello from South America, from Chile. Well, hello back to you. Good to see you. I bet y'all got some good weather down there. Probably nice and warm. That was 70 degrees here today. 70 here to us it's okay. It's a little bit cool, but it's okay. Yeah, people moving in, just unless you buy you a top of a mountain somewhere, you can't get away from people anymore. It's just they're just, especially here, they're just moving in. I mean, by the hundreds. See, Chili X-Pack, yeah, summer here. Good deal. I know y'all enjoying that. Gee, big storm, yep. We got some bad weather coming in here tonight and tomorrow morning also. Hey, Aaron. How you doing? I met you over on Reaper's side, I believe, a few days back. 15 degrees. You can have that, brother. Let's see, millions. And the millions and millions. Oh, never mind. See, where I'm in Florida, Northwest Florida, not Florida. We don't use the O, we use the A. Northwest Florida, about 30 miles or so east of Pensacola in the Florida Panhandle. Driver Chef Drew, hey man, I ain't seen you in a good while. How you doing? Reap trapping, nothing outdoors. Y'all know his name is. I am from a Native American descent, and At one time, I was the vice chief of the Florida Tribe of Cherokee Indians, so I can name him. And I named him Man Who Fights with Trees. Every time he's on that trap line, he has to fight with a tree. And it's always a draw because he walks out and the tree's still there. So let's see, this is an impromptu. I didn't announce I was going to do a live stream. I didn't even know I was going to do one until just a little while ago. I came in from the shop and got all cleaned up, and I said, well, why not? Let's see. So what I've been doing, I don't have a whole lot of knife work to do right now. I've got a couple of orders. I've been cleaning up behind the shop. My little area back there, the covered area, I'm going to go ahead and build another room, add on, and move some more stuff out of the shop into that little room there, storage type stuff, so I can get some more tools put in. And I've got some ordered some tools this morning. I saved up my piggy bank, busted it wide open, and put it out in the, took it to the bank, put it in there, and like another guy I know said, he's graduated to a bigger grinder. Well, so have I. I need something bigger to make it faster for me. Gary, yes sir, you just let me know. I'll get it done for you. Dominguez Mungo, yes sir, go Trump. I'm a Trump guy myself. Where you been, Scott? I ain't seen you, I ain't heard from you, you ain't called me. I hadn't heard from Master Sergeant Michael. Nobody over there. Y'all holler at me sometime. Thank you, Drew. Cousin Jay. Hey, buddy. How you doing? We have been talking seriously this week. We might just make it back up there, if that's okay with y'all. I'll bring my girlfriend with me, if that's all right. There's Reaper, Man Who Fights with Trees. There he is right there. Hey, Hidden Harvest. You've been working a lot? Yeah. Nah, that ain't what I heard, but, you know. Hey, Matthew. What's going on, brother? Into the bush. Well, I know where you can get one. You just send me an email and we'll work out a deal. No, Scott, you got the Eshelman ready? I've been waiting to see that thing for a long time. It looked very nice the last time I saw it, and it wasn't even put together, so. Yeah, ready to see that. Alright, Cousin Jay, y'all did that last time. Y'all was very, very good to us. We had a very good time. I think that was the best road trip that we've ever had. The trip up there was great. Being with y'all was great. The food was great. The fishing was great. Even though I let you win, made a little. I didn't know what I was doing, but I won't outfish you this time. No, you ain't caught my big bass in there, have you? No, you leave my bass alone, cause I'm gonna catch him. Hidden Harvest, small Skinner neck knife. Yeah, go to if you would go to my website, It's WallaceHandmadeKnives.com, and I have a very inexpensive neck knife on there. It's called the J-Nail Skinner. That's a very good neck knife. I said a lot of those. A lot of people love those. Dark handle. Okay, I can go dark handle, I can go wood handle, I can go antler handle, anything you want. Into the bush. Thank you. Scott. Everybody around here's been sick. My grandson was sick. We had him over the weekend, and he wound up getting sick, and I take him to the hospital, and he's fine. Got some medicine, but he had the coughing thing too. Just that flu bug that's going around, I guess. But I have been very, very lucky. Bang on the wooden desk. Been very lucky that I hadn't got it. And I attribute that to my vitamin regimen that the doctors got me on, and staying out of the weather. That's me and Master Sergeant went on our camping trip, and I just knew that cold wind and all that rain, if I didn't get out of there and get back home, I was going to be sick. And that's just the way it is. I really hate that trip got cut short, but that's just the way it is. Once I get sick, I'll stay sick for weeks, and I can't afford that. I don't like it. Let's see. Thank you, Man Who Fights for Trees. Thank you very much. You've got a couple of mine, and the prototype I told you about, that'll be ready in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to send you one of those for you to try out, because I know you like to beat on knives, so I'm going to make you one you can beat on. And it should be a handy knife for camping and that kind of stuff. Can anyone post website? Yes, sure. Post it right on much as you want. I appreciate that. Now, when you go to the website, it's got an introduction type video on there that you can click on if you want to watch it. Sometimes I don't like to watch those, but that's why I put it to where you can watch it or not watch it. That's up to you. Yeah, y'all come on. Y'all come on, Scott. Get Master Sergeant Michael and just come right on. Y'all welcome anytime. You know that. I'm taking fish oil, vitamin D, vitamin C. I eat cans of salmon and sardines. And there's one other thing. I forget what it is. But that kind of stuff. That's the most of it though. I don't take a multivitamin. Excuse me, I scratched my nose. I don't take a multi-type vitamin because there's some stuff in there I can't have. Because for you new listeners, new watchers, I've had 3 heart attacks, open heart surgery. I have a defibrillator and pacemaker right there implanted. And so I've got to be really careful about what I take and even what I eat sometimes. But yeah, J-Nail Zero has more of my knives than anybody, I think. I think he has the record of, he has one of everything that I make, and some of them are named after him. Like the J-Nail Skinner. The Creek Skinner is named after the area where he lives. They're on Rankins Creek. And several people that live on the creek there, friends of his, they all have those knives also. Yeah, J-No's a good guy. One of my best friends in the world. When we gonna get a fishing video? Maybe this week, maybe next week. We'll see. Ruben, hey Ruben, where you been, man? I ain't heard from you in a while either. You doing okay with all the stuff? I hope you're doing okay. Reaper can't catch any fish. Oh, come on, Jay. I don't know. Somebody's calling me on the telephone. Hang on, hang on. Don't go nowhere. Hello? Hey. Hang on, I'll be right back. Oh, I was live on YouTube. That's okay. Alright, where was I at? That was the boss. I had to answer the phone when the boss calls. Let's see. Let me move back up here. What did I miss? Yeah, everybody's getting the scent. He didn't catch any fish on the last camping trip. Alright. That's right, I didn't. Yep, he did share some of his catfish with me. Sure did. I ate half of it. Coming to the Appalachian Homestead. I think you're talking about the conference. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that trip or not, plus another trip. We'll just have to wait and see. I would like to, because we went year before last, I believe it was. We went and had a real good time. I enjoyed that. But I don't know. We have to see. All right, Ruben. Glad you're okay. Your butt is doing well. Glad your butt's doing well, brother. Let's see, Jay. You're fish hungry. Well, I think you're gonna have a big trouble finding fish up there in that lake. There ain't many in there. Hey Keith, thank you for watching. He's on here right now. Tell him hi yourself. Master Sergeant Keith says hi. Hey, Jimmy. Going good. Let's see. What was I? I think I was talking about something and got interrupted, or I forgot. Y'all know me. I forget. My memory is just gone. I can tell you everything that happened 30 years ago, but I can't tell you what happened yesterday. I don't even know what I did yesterday. And my head's itching. Gotta smooth out my beautiful gray hair. Let's see. What else is going on? Ruben, Land Between the Lakes. I've heard about that place. I have. I've heard of that. I've heard it's a really, really beautiful, beautiful place to go camp, mess around. So we'll have to talk about that. And especially in Kentucky, I love Kentucky. I've been there. I hadn't been able to spend a lot of time there, but I've been through there a few times. I really like it up there. Really, Kentucky, Northern Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, that whole area. I really, really, really like it up there. Master Sergeant never behaves, so. Oh, sorry, buddy. Yep, into the bush. Yep, me and your grandfather's got a lot in common. We went through Louisville, or some little towns up north of Louisville, all the way up to the border, Ohio border, all up through there. And just the looks of the country, the mountains, the hills, and all that. I just love it. Maybe one day I'll get to spend more time up there. But now Southern Ohio, I really like it up there too. Them hills are just beautiful. I can't climb all of them. I climbed a couple of them when I was up there, but I'm just not able to climb and wander around like I would really like to. But I just like being there. There's a feeling that I just like being there. Fayette County, yeah, I'm not quite exactly sure what that said. I'm sure I probably drove through there, but because when we go on a road trip like that, we're focused on from here to there, and we try to drive trips like that straight through. But I'm thinking the next one we go on, we're probably not going to be able to do a straight through trip. I'd stop about halfway and then go the other half. Let's see. Yeah, I think I did, Keith. I probably did. We come through Kentucky on the way up there too. Through Hazard, I'm not sure if I went to Hazard or not. I don't know if we went through there or not, but I've heard of that. Heard of it. Heard it's a nice little place. Excuse me. And then we went up to the Jays up in Illinois. We went through part of Kentucky. We went through a little bit of Indiana, I think. And we got on the wrong road and went a long way around to get there, but we got there. Ruby, that's some banjo country. Yep, there's some banjo country around here, believe it or not. There's some places that if you ain't from here and you don't know somebody, don't go there. But yeah, it used to be really country out here, rednecks and all this and that and the other. But they built the subdivision. Oh, wrong way, that way. Now to the east, they built a big subdivision, and they're popping up everywhere. They're just land that we used to go hunting on when I was younger, back in my 20s and 30s when we first came here, where we used to go hunting is subdivisions now. And the only way to get to the state land is to go through the subdivision property, which they won't let you do that. Yeah. It's really a shame, but I guess that's what they call progress. Doesn't matter who was here before everybody else. Once they get here, a lot of the Yankees, no offense to y'all Yankees, but a lot of them when they get here, they go down to the county commission meetings and they do their social media posting and try to change the way we do things to the way they did things where they came from. Now, if you want it like it was where you came from, how about just get in the car and go back? That's what I say. But excuse me. Nobody listens to us old guys anymore. I mean, those of us that's from here, to them, we're a nuisance. So but I do own my property. I don't owe the bank. I don't owe nobody. So come on my property and tell me what to do, and then we'll have a problem. Ruby in South Texas too. I've been through Texas, but I've never spent any time whatsoever down there. Over there. Reaper, money. Yep, the world is money. That's just what it is anymore. No, there ain't nothing wrong. No, Ruben, nothing wrong with Yankees. Some of my best friends are Yankees. Excuse me. Example, Master Sergeant's a Yankee, but he's my best friend. And he was smart enough to get out of there when he did and come to Florida. So see, Gary, Rome, Georgia. I've heard of Rome, Georgia. I don't think I've ever been there. Where did I hear that? Somebody I know was from there or something. Y'all realize I have talked to so many people in the last 4 or 5 years on YouTube and even Facebook, and I know people all over this country. I know about where they're from, but I've not been to a lot of places. Yep, that's right, Master Sergeant. You left when you were 17, and you were smart back then, wasn't you? He's going to come over here and hit me with a stick or something. Yeah, Jay, that's where a lot of people from the South went to the North to find work. Because for years there was no work in the South. And there's not a lot now as far as industrial type work. especially around here. If you're not a doctor, a lawyer, or a medical professional, that's there's just not much here. Unless you can drive a dump truck or operate equipment. That's what I got stuck in after I left the Army. And there's a lot of work like that, but it doesn't pay. I mean, you got to work 100 hours a week to make any money. Dang, y'all, excuse me. Sorry about that cough. What was your first knife you made, and how did you get into it? The first one I made was a sort of a copy from the I believe it's called the PLSK1, one Dave Canterbury used to carry. I watched him on YouTube when the TV show came out, Google Survival Show, and I saw the knife he was using, and I said, well, I'd like to have one of those. And that was right after I had some of my first heart problems, and I was at home and didn't have much to do and didn't have any money. And I said, well, I think I'll see if I can order me one of them. Hey, Master Sergeant Jim. Keith, I don't know about that. But anyway, I looked up his website and I saw the knife, and I said, well, I think I'll just buy me one of them. And it was $145, something like that. And I said, I ain't got that much money, not for no knife. I got thinking, I said, well, I've got a bunch of junk steel out the shop, and I've got tools, and I'll just try to make me one. So that's what I did. I made one. I still have it. It's not the best quality. I didn't know anything about steel, the hardness or anything like that, or how to heat treat or nothing like that. But I made a functioning knife, and then I decided just to keep going with it. And I did, and I made a bunch, and I had a friend of mine, I started giving them away, and I really got pretty good at it. And a friend of mine came over one day, and he said, he saw one that I had made, and he said, I'll give you $25 for that. And I said, well, dadgum, yeah, because I didn't have $25. And it just went on and on and on from there. Oh, excuse me for coughing. I'm just got the dry throat now. That's right, Cousin Jay. Everybody I met out there was just about like me. Just like a redneck. I could live in your part of the country up there. I really could. I could live there. Wide open land, all them farms and all that stuff up there. The Amish folks, the couple I did meet, were very nice people. I just like it up there. I like it all over the place. Not that I don't like it here. I like it here too, but Oh, Top's, yeah, Top's here. Those are hillbillies. Hey, Gary. How you doing, man? I ain't heard from you in a while. Yeah, I have thought about Kydex. I have made a couple of what I call poor man's Kydex with PVC. It might be, but it might be more cost effective, but I'm more of a traditional you know, the way it was way back then with leather. And but I may try that one day. I have really looked into, you know, Kydex presses and how you build those, and they don't look that complicated to me. I'm sure I can make one. But and the material is not all that expensive. It's just for me, it's a traditional type thing. Reuben Dirt Farmers, yeah. I have a picture. You can't see it. It's hanging on the wall back here. Talk about farmers. Being from the South, people talk about who picked cotton and all this kind of stuff. I have a picture of my mother, my aunt, my great aunt, and my great grandfather in the cotton field in Opp, Alabama. They're all wearing cotton sacks, and they're all picking cotton. He was a what they called a dirt farmer. He was a sharecropper, my great grandfather. I don't know a whole lot about him. There's not a whole lot of information about him, but I do believe he was Irish, from Ireland, and he lived in Opp, Alabama. Is where his farm was, where he sharecropped. And from what my mother told me, the house was a shack, basically just a shack with a wood stove and a wood heater. And that's what they had. And he had a mule. I've got pictures of him and the mule and all this. And that's what he did for a living. He was basically a dirt farmer. And they brought him to town. Mama said, I think in 1960 or 61. He was still living in town when I was born in 62, because I've got a couple of pictures of him holding me when I was little. And then he died. And he swore on his deathbed that he died because they took him out of the country and brought him to town. Which, I don't know. Dang it, y'all. Excuse me. I ain't had a cough like that in a long time. Yeah, into the bush. Yeah, it used to take me a long time to build a sheath, but the more I've done it, and I've got a lot of coaching from the master sergeant, and I can do one pretty quick now. Until it comes to the tooling, and that takes a little bit of time if there's a fancy one. Yeah, see, Master Sergeant Jim, you probably would like a camp knife. That's a good all-purpose, everyday using knife. Still pretty. I mean, they still look good, but they're usable. Everything I make is to be used. Mike, yeah, I'd be interested in doing that. Get with me, and we'll talk about that. And I do carry other knives. I've got a couple of case knives I carry. I've got a buck that I carry. I don't have any person's handmade knives that I carry, but just because I don't have any. But yeah, knife makers, if you go to the Real Knife Makers of America page, there's lots and lots and lots of us on there. And the best thing about it, we're not in competition with each other. There's enough people that want to buy custom knives that there's plenty of work, plenty of stuff for all of us. Somebody will see 2 or 3 of mine they might want, but they might not want mine. They might want this guy over here. And that's fine. And there's plenty of stuff out there for all of us. And if I get a knife from another maker, I'll carry it. I'll show it. I ain't got no problem with that. Let me catch up here. Yep, that's right. Man who fights with trees. Oh, Gary, that's right. That's right. Gary has maybe more than Zeno does. Gary has a lot. Gary's a very, very good friend to the channel. I appreciate you, buddy, a lot. Yeah, Ruben, you got a lot. I don't think you got as many as Gary and Zeno does, though, Ruben. You got a lot, though. And I tell you what, all of y'all's got more than I do. Because I'll make one for me and I'll have it for a day or two and I'll sell it. So yeah, Master Sergeant Jim's got several of my knives. Into the Bush. Yeah, Wallace 1 or Wallace 2 would probably be a good thing for you if that's what you want. Jay, I absolutely could not see you living in town. I just, I don't think that'd work. Reaper, if it would not absolutely bust the rules for the contest, I would do it. But that knife, the competition knife, that one is done. It's ready. And it is in the drawer of my toolbox, so it don't get dusty. Consider your camp knife to be the ultimate bushcraft knife. The ultimate? No, it's a very good one, but I don't think it's the ultimate. I would guess the Wallace 2 would be the ultimate. Because that knife will do anything you want to do. It'll do it. Secret competition knife. It's over on the 17th is when the time is up, and then we'll start posting pictures. We're allowed to post one picture only, and the sheath is not required for this build, for the contest, but I did make a sheath for it. Looks very nice, and I'm gonna try to get both of them in the picture. Got my newest almost daughter-in-law, will be in March next month. She's a photographer. I'm gonna get her to take some nice pictures for me, and we'll pick out one to send. And once I put it on the Real Knife Makers of America site, I'm gonna see who all can pick out which one's mine. Into the Bush. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Gary, yeah, your son's got a Wallace too. Yep, that's a good knife. That is a all-around good one. It'll do anything. Master Sergeant, yeah, you got a few too. You may have more than, you got more than I do. I know that much. I can't remember who all's got what. Somebody asked me one time how many knives have I made over the last 10 years. I no idea. I can't tell you. Jay, yeah, I know you like yours, Jay. Won't be long, and it'll be there'll be some pictures up on that site. And if I don't win, that means I have a new carry knife, or I'll put it up for sale. One of the two. We'll see. That's right. You can't have too many knives. Just like Bang Bang, you can't have too many of those either. Redneck Pepper. Hey, Tony. How you doing, buddy? I think I saw you the other day on somewhere. Good to see you. Aaron, Sawblaze. I think I've used them all. I believe I have. All right, Ruben. You have a good time. Behave yourself in that jacuzzi, because I know you. Behave yourself. I see Jay. I'll answer for Ruben. Ruben is in Texas, where almost everything is big in Texas. All right, Gary. Thank you for stopping by. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and shut her down right here. Y'all are listening to me long enough. Y'all got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. I've got to do something that Mama told me to do before she gets home from work, or I will be in trouble. And I don't want to be in trouble. And maybe I can remember how to do another live stream in a few days or so. Thank you, man who fights for trees. Thank you. I'll see you on your next one too. I really enjoy watching your live streams. Makes me laugh. Gary, everything is big in Texas. Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. All right. Just like when I close out a video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. If you like the live stream, leave a comment, because I'll leave it up for replay or whatever that thing is. Y'all let me know if you like it. If you want me to do another one, let me know. If you want me to do one every week or whatever, let me know. And I appreciate all the participation, and I will see y'all later. If I can figure out how to stop this thing. Stop.